first I found out that I was adopted. And, you know, that was a eye-opening traumatic revelation. But it ain't in there. Then I found out that I was a foster kid. Then I found out that I was awarded a state. And how I relate to a lot of these kids is, when I started investigating, you know, what's going on with the foster care system, there's a billion great stories, but there's also a billion bad stories. But then I found out something. The foster care is a system. When the kids do not get adopted, or do not go away to school, or do not get an opportunity to education or vocational careers, there's one place that they go directly into, which is the jail system. I believe an inmate is anywhere from, what, $65,000 to $75,000 or something like that. The foster kids is worth the same amount of money in the foster care system. So I looked and said, wow, these foster kids, when they age out at 18, 19, and 21 years old, besides just being in a revolving door of unfortunate situations, I asked the kids, so while you was in the foster care system, they didn't give you no life skills? No. They didn't sit you down and say, what do you want to be? Do you have dreams? They didn't help you pursue a particular skill or talent that you had? They said no. Then I said, when you age out the system, what do they do for you? They say they don't do nothing for you, because the foster care system gets money from the federal government to keep those beds filled. So when that kid is 18 and 19 years old, bye, you got to get out of here, because they want to get that check, you know, to fill that up. So what I said we have to start doing is what you're doing here. These kids here was, what, 14, 15 years old. I said we cannot wait till our young brothers and sisters are 18 years old to start asking me, what do you want to do? Where you want to go? They need to learn these life skills at this age, at the teenage age, so that the little kid that keeps stealing the cars, we can teach him no. You can go to school, learn how automobiles work and how you put them together, and you can open up your own body shop, and that one shop can turn into a franchise where you become a CEO of your own business. Oh, I didn't know that was possible. So me being a foster kid made me always realize, why do I have something in common with all of these people that love this hip-hop music? And it was a reason deeper than just because we like rhyming and DJing. We all come from the same situations. We all come from the same street corners. They're the same obstacles that we face every day. I was given an ability through the platform of hip-hop music to inspire, educate, motivate. So now I'm realizing I've been doing that for 35 years. I got a lot of experience. So when I come to the kids, I don't come to them as DMC, the king of rock. I come to them as little Daryl, who was the same kid just like them. And that's what really get them. You know, I could have came in here and talked about, yeah, you know, me and Ryan. I could have told them, yeah, we wrote our records. I could have gave them that story. I didn't want to give them that story. And I wanted them to see something different other than me coming from a hip-hop perspective. A lot of these young brothers and sisters only know I was a drug dealer and now I'm a rapper. They bugged out when I said I was a straight A honor roll school kid who didn't just become a rapper. I became the king of rock. There is none higher. I looked at some of these kids. I was like really? And then when I said, yo, I grew up, my superpower is comic books, totally blew them away. So I think if we give them alternatives, if we give them opportunities, and if we expose them to other careers, opportunities, jobs, and give them the information that will make them see that the world is bigger than just what they getting on Hot 97 and MTV, I think that we can have we can build a nation of powerful individuals. And it starts by doing what we're doing right here. It all starts with experiences. Your situation doesn't define who you are. And the first important thing about hip-hop, it ain't about rapping. Nah, it ain't about DJs and radio and all of that. That's like the lowest common denominator what this hip-hop is about. The hip-hop is about you taking your talents, blessings, and abilities to use it to better your life. And when you better your life, you better your family's life. You better your family's life, you better your neighborhood's life. You better your neighborhood's life, you better your city's life, and so on and so forth. I didn't just make videos. I didn't just have records playing on the radio. When I walk in the room, Jay-Z, Eminem, Lil Wayne, Cardi B, Beyonce, they all say, yo, those are the three brothers that changed the world. We didn't just change music, we changed everything. Busta Rhymes said these dudes didn't just change music, they changed everything. Fashion, our relationships with black people and white people, what's going on in the streets. We changed the world. And y'all have the potential to change the world. That's why y'all here. First of all, you have a purpose and a destiny you cannot possibly comprehend. You have a purpose and a destiny that you can't even begin to dream about. And I represent that. I am you when you take advantage of these opportunities. What the principal is doing here for you tonight. What whoever in your life is telling you to do the right things. Even if it's one person in the midst of all this negativity telling you to do the right thing, that one person has more power than a million people telling you to do the negative things. The fast life, the fast money, all those negative things. Man, that's just all noise that you shouldn't be listening to. I'm no different from you. I grew up in Hollis, Queens, New York. Without traffic, I could probably make it to Hollis in about 40 minutes. There's not a generation gap between us. I'm 53 years old. There's not a generation gap between us. It's an information gap. And all you'll need to realize is that there is information put on this earth, in this universe, strictly for all of you individually and collectively. School, number one. We all have a problem with school. I was once like you. I was young. I'm 53 years old. I still feel like I'm 12 years old. I enjoy life. I enjoy fun things. I enjoy knowledge. And one thing I discovered was school is not put in your life to make young people's lives miserable. Y'all don't think that, right? All these rules and regulations and laws and rules we got to follow and all this discipline and all of that. I come and change your perception of that. School isn't not put in your life to make it miserable, the rules and regulations. I want y'all to look at school as practice, preparation. School, all the rules and regulations and the assignments, follow this, do this, be here on time, this and that. All it is, y'all, I'm keeping it real, is practice to see if you're worthy of receiving what's already yours. Let me say that again. It's just practice. Everything you go through as a young person is just practice to see if you're worthy of receiving at the right time what is already yours. Yo, this is DMC in the place to be. I came, I saw it, I felt it, I was involved. I took a lot away from this experience. The place to be for all of you is right here, facing forward.
Facing forward, and the Facing Forward initiative started back in 2011. Our main purpose was to capture the attention of about 20 students who we felt needed extra attention and who we could build some programming around them to help them to understand that there are people in the community that support them and care for them. It has grown exponentially to include about 75 boys, for instance, this evening, and about 50 or 60 men who regularly volunteer for this program. So over the years we have included a variety of themes to engage them and to prepare them for future greatness. We have multiple workshops whose themes have been really thought out. Each one of them has a specific intentionality about what we hope they take away from it. For at the end of the day, this is generational work, and we cannot do this alone. We are soliciting the help of dedicated dads and grandfathers and uncles and brothers in our community that understand the importance of really undergirding our children with an understanding that the men of this community care for them and love them. So please reach out to any one of these brothers who have participated in Facing Forward. You could reach out to me directly, Lamar Thomas, principal of the Genesis Middle School. But please know this, that even beyond me, even beyond those who are actively involved, our sons, they need you.